Hello everyone, I am Yunso. Uh, um, I will be uploading videos to YouTube for my practice English skill from now on. Um, I am very not good at English, but I try my best. I will try to my best. So I will. I'm not good enough to making English sentence, so I will be practicing step by step with reading this book. The book name is Korean Heritage. It's uh, introducing diverse Korean properties, heritages. Mm, it's historical culture. There is many. If you are interested, you can find uh, more details on the cultural heritage. Korean Heritage Service. It in Korean. The name is 문화재청. So if you are interested, you can find more detail in this website. Now I start reading. Chapter 1 is Myeongjae House, the quintessence of Joseon era. Gentry reside re, resident, residences. Text by Han Ji-man, professor of architecture at Myeongjae University. Photography by Han Ji-min. Clip Art Korea. Myeongjae House was entered onto the National Folklore Cultural Heritage list in 1984 as an example of aristocrats' houses from the second half of the Joseon dynasty. It is located in Noseongmyeon in Nonsan City, 충청남도 province. 윤정 윤 윤재웅 neo-Confucian scholar achieved during the regime I don't know how we pronounced REIGN of King Sukjong had it constructed in the early 18th century and moved there from a nearby home. It takes its name from his sobriquet, 명제. The neighborhood where Myeongjae House is situated was the long-time social and political base for Yoon's Papyeong, Yoon clan, who had lived there for generations. Yoon became known across the country as an academic and ideologist while still residing in the era. The 17th century, the era in which Yoon earned fame as a Neo-Confucian scholar, was a period known for literature study. Two foreign invasions over the span of a few decades. First the Japanese and then the Manchus led the ruling elite of Joseon, known as Yangban, to seek the restoration of stability and order in society through the application of strength feudal 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 protocols. They sought theoretical underpinnings for this pursuit through ritual study. Yoonjeong provided the archetype for how an ideal ritual scholar should live. He not only possessed celebrated intellectual prowess, but abundant economic resources as well. However, he lived as a humble academic practicing careful frugality. Although he was called on by the king several times to serve in important government posts, Yoon declined them all and never withdrew from his position of criticism of the injustices manifested in central politics. He remained rooted in his hometown all his life, dedicating himself to self-cultivation and nurturing the next generation of scholars. Today's image of the homes of the Joseon era arist- aristocrat is based on the gentry houses that were widely built as ritual study was considered the pillar of social order in the 17th century. For the ritual scholars of the time, houses were more than just a place of residence. Their homes needed to provide a space for properly practicing the Confucian cro- crea- pro- proprieties in their everyday lives, particularly the four most important rites, rites of passage, 관례, 관, Gyallie, 관례, coming of age ceremony. 아, 관례. It's, 아, sorry. 관례, 혼례, wedding, 상례, funeral, 엔제례, ancestral rites. For a suitable house, men's and women's quarters needed to be kept separate and sharing housing ancestral tablets needed to be prepared. The 사랑채, the quarters for the male head of the household, was an imposing structure occupying the front of the house, while the 안채, which means woman's quarters, were seated behind the male head quarters and as far as possible from the front. Des, despite, 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 despite the usual local variations, aristocrat house from the second half of the Joseon dynasty were constructed based on these norms. Myeongjae House is situated facing south, where the southern skirts of empty empty 점 노성산 mountain empty is mountain 노성산 begin to flatten out. Gentle hills hug the house on its either side, and the low-lying woods to the front prevent a full view of the house from the outside. There is a 한요, 한, HYANGGYO, 환교, confusion school to the west of the house. The, res- the rectangular homes with a circular archland can be found to the west of the entryway belongs to the house. The site of the house is composed of three escalating terraces cut into the slopes of the mountain. The lowest terrace accommodates the court, courtyard, courtyard of the 사랑채, the middle terrace, the 사랑채, and the highwest terrace, the 안채, and its courtyard. If you enter the 사랑채's courtyard after walking along the eastern side of the pond, you gain a full view of the impressive statue of the 사랑채 with mountain 노성산 as a backdrop. The 안채 is hidden behind the servants' quarters to the west of the 사랑채. To the east of the 안채 can be found an enclosed area housing the ancestral Shirin. This layout reflects the Confucian ritual code that the ancestral Shirin should be placed to the east of the main quarters in a literati house. The male head of the household is the primary performer of Confucian rites. He should be able to go from the 사랑채 directly to the ancestral Shirin without passing through the woman's quarters. It is said that Yun Jae-ung would visit the Shirin to pay his respects to his ancestors every morning, and whenever he returned home after an outing. The 사랑채 on the middle terrace is a heaped and garbed roofed building with four kan or bays across the front. It is not a large structure, but seems grand and lacking of nothing. It is un, uno, uno, unostentatious. I don't know how it pronounced. Entatious. Unostentatious. But dignified. This must be the way Yoon Jae-ung wished his 사랑채 to appear. Upon a closer look at this relatively modest structure, you will be surprised by the way in which the building enables diverse spatial experiences and offers good views of the scenic landscape. Among the four bays across the front, the two central bays from the primary room with ondol under floor heating and a narrow wooden veranda to the front. The bay to its east is filled by a wooden floored room. The bay to the west of the primary room has been made into a pavilion structure with a raised floor. The front height at the front edge of the pavilion consists entirely of windows, offering a sense of diversity to the frontal view of the building. From the pavilion, you can appreciate the pond at the front of the house and the surrounding scenery. There is a secondary room to the rear REAR, rear of the pavilion. This two-bay deep room is structurally really connected to the servant quarters. Between the primary room and secondary room is a small outdoor room where servants could temporarily stay and wait for orders. There are two wooden boards hanging at the pavilion. They are respectively inscribed with 이윤시사, 이윤신사, meaning a house of seclusion beyond the secular world, and 동원인가, 동원인가, each blossom paradise. These parasites allude allude to the aspirations of Yoon Jae-ung, who refused all opportunities to work in government and devoted himself to self-cultivation and study in the countryside. Up the staircase to the west of Sarangche, past a small courtyard, and along the two-bay passage is the servant quarters. Anyone who took this route could be seen and examined 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 by the male head of the household as he sat on the pavilion of the Sarangche. You must open the door on the west side of the passage to enter the ante. Beyond the door is a wall blocking any direct view of the ante, which was the primary space for family life. You can only arrive in the courtyard of the ante by slightly by slightly moving your body diagonally to the east. This is an architecture technique often found in the passage in Joseon era gentry houses. The ante has a south-facing U-shaped layout with its courtyard in the center. The ante has a spacious five-bay wooden porch, across the front. The wooden, the wood floor and the courtyard create a sense of continuity, removing any potential feelings of stuffiness, stuffiness from the woman's quarters, tucked away in the innermost portion of the house. The wings on either side of the courtyard differ in scale. However, they agree in appearance and highest on the side facing the courtyard, elevating the sense of order into the courtyard space. The roomy wooden porch was used as a living space for the family. It doubled it as a ceremonial space for ancestral rites as well. Mm, The mm, as it was a common practice for chosen aristocrats to observe rites for 4 generations of ancestors. It can be assumed that ancestral rites were held at least 8 times a year in this space. The large wooden floor and the orderly courtyard allowed the many des- descendants to carry out ritual procedure for ancestral rites in the proper manner. The West Wing was the space overseen by the women responsible for the household economy. The West Wing has a main room and large kitchen, while the East Wing is equipped 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 with a smaller room and smaller kitchen. The West Wing is wider than the East by half a bay. Beyond the back door of the large kitchen is a storage building. From there you can proceed toward the backyard where a platform for earthenware jars containing sauces was installed. A good way to enjoy a tour of Myeongjae House is to appreciate its diverse courtyard. While the courtyard of the Anche was used for ancestral rites, the courtyard belonging to the Sarangche provided a place for congenial, congen- congenial gatherings of clan members. There is a long and narrow courtyard behind the back of the east wing of the Anche. It was through this courtyard that ancestral tables were transferred to the wooden floor of the Anche from the ancestor shrine to its east. The passage for ancestral tables was made through a gate in the wall dividing this courtyard from the shrine. Looking southward from this gate, you can see a chimney made of stacked roof tiles, and at the end of the courtyard, a garden planted with eye-catching trees. The backyard of the Sarangche is worth nothing as well. This yard is functional. It connects the Sarangche to the Anche and the ancestral shrine. A spectral dynamic is created in this functional space through the secondary room of the Sarangche that protrudes into this yard. The side of the 사랑채's secondary room that faces this yard has a narrow wooden veranda, fac- facilitating entry. These outdoor spaces not only promote the observance of Confucian rites, but also allow residents to have dynamic spectral experience in their everyday lives. Oh, my face so red. Thank you for everyone, and my first video is done. Bye bye.